James finally came in. Matter of fact, let me show you James. He just came in. It was just too hot out there for your boy. He just came in, and I told him, let me see his catch. So I'm going to show it to you, what we did this morning in a couple of 3 hours. Now remember, it's summertime, okay? As I said before. And we're not in pre-spawn, okay? We're not spring, all right? So, guys, it's amazing what you can do. And as I said before, when you go get minnows, do not go in there and ask for minnows. You have to ask for crappie minnows. Okay? Do not go in there and ask for just minnows. They may give you bass minnows. You don't want bass minnows. Okay? And listen, when you get a chance, just go to camscrappiehole.com. Get those Nasty Bend hooks, my hooks. The gold are plated, 22 karat gold plated. I got deadly blood red, and also I got the slow death that are in deadly blood red. Okay? We caught all of these off of that, including my 9-foot and 10-foot YAANNK sticks. Okay, so, and listen, if you think that you use a lot of hooks, I have a kit. I'll show it up there. It's going to be right at the top of left-hand corner during the cutaway, so you can see it. Okay, I have a kit that has everything in it. I think it has like 120 hooks. I got 240 hooks. I even got 360 hooks. So you want to go ahead and stock up, and we'll ship them right to your door. But I want to come on here, guys, and show you. Look at James. Let me show you James again. He out there struggling. Look at, he's struggling trying to get out of the water. But I want to come in and show you guys this. And the Poppy, stop it. And he's going to pack these up and take them home. I already got 20 in my freezer. He's getting his. And we're getting ready for a fish fry. Poppy, cut it out. Poppy thinks that everybody's her friend. Okay. So let's get back to the video, guys. So I was wanted to come back in here a second time and show you, combine all of them together. I generally only keep about 6 fish. But he likes keeping them more because he doesn't go out as often as I do. Okay. Yank! While we're here fishing. All right, we're back here at the back of the lake. I want to show you the markers. I'm going to try to see if I can get a better angle with that sun because it just started coming up. See if we can get a better angle so you guys will be able to see real good. You'll be able to see the markers out there. Right before I turn the camera on, I put those markers. We're at the back of the lake. And I want to tell you guys this. When you're going fishing, just because one of your spots isn't hitting the way it's supposed to hit, check another spot. I mean, it can be day and night between the two spots, the front of the lake, middle of the lake, back of the lake. It can be totally different. So you always got to have more than one spot. I want to tell you guys that. Let's see, let me turn this phone off. All right. So we're using minnows out of a fish tank today. I kept them in a fish tank. And so I'm running my 10-foot YAANNK sticks. And I'm running my 9-foot YAANNK sticks on the side. Guys, if you watch any of my videos, I don't do anything special. And this is what you guys will hear me say this all the time. If I can do this, you can do it. Okay, I'm just doing simple fishing. That's all I'm doing. Simple fishing. And listen, I'm letting the minnow do all the work. About 6-7 feet of water. That's it. And it's going to be hot today. The crappie are now in their summertime pattern. Okay? They're in their summertime pattern. So don't go out crappie fishing, casting, and retrieving right now, depending on where you live. I'm down here in the south. Water temperature's hot. Right now it's 81 degrees. Okay? So when the water temperature gets hot, they're not going to chase. They're not going to chase because you don't have any oxygen in the water. If you put it right in front of their face, you're going to have some love. Now listen, I'm spider rigging. Okay? You can choose to fish however you choose to do. Okay? You can spider rig with 2 poles. Okay? Whatever your definition of spider rigging is, more poles, more hooks in the water means more fish. Okay? Look at this. Look at this, guys. Yank! Look at that. Look at that. Hung back on the structure again. Let me get this one off. Young blood, you're doing too much. I tell you what, a bird in the hand beats 2. Bird in the hand beats 2 in the bush. Let me go ahead and get this rascal here in the water, in the boat. We'll get this one over here unhung in a minute. Look at this crappie, guys. Look at this crappie. It's a 12-inch crappie. Whoa, come here, big boy. Let me get myself together here. I'm gonna show them to you in a minute, guys. Let me get unhung here. Look at that. Look at that 12-inch crappie. That's what you came out here for. 30 seconds in the hole. Let me get this one unhung. I should be able to do that real easy. Here we go. Just like that. Fantastic. Got that one off. Back out of here a little bit. Let's go over here. And listen, that was because the sun is shining and you have a choice. These are my YAANNK sticks. Those are my hooks on there. And those are my split shots. Those are cams. All you got to do is go to camscrappiehold.com to pick them up. And I will ship them directly to your door while you're out doing shopping, while you're out there with the wife, while you're out there with the girlfriend, while you're running errands, cutting the lawn. Just takes a few clicks, guys. And I have the right size. They're size 4 and 5. They're just right for panfish. You don't have to wonder if you're too big, too small. You got to add 3 or 4 of them on there. You don't have to do all that, okay? I got them. And we melt our own ingots too. Let's put them in the basket. Boy, that basket is way back here. Here. And guys, these YAANNK sticks are designed, and let me tell you this. For those guys that only fish for crappie, only in the spring, or only in the fall when the weather gets cool. Guys, crappie bite, they feed year round. Okay? It's just a matter of you changing your game up and locating them. That's what this whole thing is about. That's why I'm doing this video. Okay? You may have to switch to a long rod. And don't think that you can only use this for spider rigging. You guys have seen, if you go by my channel, I use this rod also when I'm vertical jigging in trees. Okay? I use it in the fall when I'm trolling. See if we can get that one up a little bit. And I did. He was just kind of nipping that. Look, 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 look. YAANNK! Look at that. Look at this crappie. Whoa, man, he's angry. Whoa. Come on in here, big boy. Come on in here. YAANNK! Look at that. Guys, this is another 12-inch crappie. At hashtag Thump City, Georgia, baby, we play no games out here. YAANNK! That's all we do. Look at that crappie. Let me show you this hook set. Let me see if I can open my bail a little bit. Look at that. Guys, these poles are made, they're designed. Look at this, look at this, look at this. YAANNK! Look at that, look at that, look at that. Guys, I am on fire. You see how those hooks don't let go? Look at that. I caught one on the Nasty Bend Minnow hook, caught one on the slow death hook. Guys, and when they get hooked, I don't worry about them coming off. Also, I want you guys to see one thing that I did. I extended the fore handle. Let me take this fish off first. Look at that. Look at that hook set. Let me show them to you. I'm sitting up here doing all this. I'm not even showing you guys the fish. Let me pull out a little bit. I want to show you guys this. Man, these crappie are nice. Woo, man, these crappie are nice. And they are upset. Boy, they are angry. Let me show you. Listen, what time it is? 8 o'clock. EST time. 8 o'clock a.m. Guys, I realize the sun is high. I'm going to turn the camera around so we can go from the other side so you guys can get a real good visual. I'm on fire. That's all I can tell you. I'm going to hold both of them up so you can see them. Boy, they are angry. Whew. All I can tell you guys, this is that same hook that I use when I'm catching shell crackers. Same hook that I'm using when I'm catching those big bluegill. Same exact hook. Let me see if I can get myself together here. Looks like it went through. Let me show them to you guys. Let me back you up just a little bit there. Let me back you up. Okay, I'm gonna have to turn you down a little bit too. Let's turn you down just a little bit. There we go. That's a little bit too far. Guys, look at these crappie. This is what you're looking for. This is what you're looking for. You're looking for crappie like this, okay? So I'm going to show you the hook. When I do the cutaway, you'll be able to see all of my equipment. Guys, look. Kings are born to catch crappie. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's all I do, man. If you want to catch catfish, I can't tell you about that. If you want to catch speckled trout, I can't tell you about that. If you want to know how to catch pike, I can't tell you about that. But one thing I can tell you, YAANNK, is how to catch crappie. Let's put these in the basket. From biting, I left the fish biting. And I want to tell you guys this. Don't be intimidated by spider rigging. Think about this. When you fish from the bank, you run 3 or 4 or 5 poles. stick them in the ground, and you just watch all of them. You're spider rigging, literally. Only difference is, guys, I'm on a boat. That's the only difference, okay? Let me show you what I'm running. I was running my 10-foot yank stick. Let me show it to you so you guys can see it. That's my Cam's yank stick, pure carbon fiber. And if you notice on the video, when you watch on the video, guys, that's why I extended this grip, this EVA soft to the touch grip. Fuji Reel seat, it allows it to have easy access to grab that bad boy. Yank! And that backbone kicks in quick. Guys, these crappie are full of energy. Imagine if you get a hold to a 3-pound crappie. Guys, that's what I designed these for. So you can control the fish, not the fish controlling you. They're not graphite. They don't have a flimsy tip. That backbone kicks in. If you're fishing in eelgrass, you're fishing in cabbage grass, you're fishing in bladderwort, you're fishing in hydrilla. That's what I designed these for. And listen, I want to tell you guys this. If I can do this, anybody can do this. Don't be intimidated by spider rigging. Okay? More hooks in the water means more fish in the boat. More fish in the boat. You guys see it. You're seeing me yank those fish out with your own eyes. You're sitting there, look. You're sitting there in the comforts of your own home, and it's hot. For you guys that think that you can only catch crappie when the weather gets cool or when springtime runs around. Guys, I do this year round. 300 plus segments, over almost 17 million total views on all of our platform. Okay, Cam's Crappie Hole community. You want to join us there on Facebook? Post, show how you roll, guys. I started that community for everybody around the world. Okay, you guys can go there. It's free. Just join. That's all you have to do. And post your pic for the kids. Everybody always says, Cam, we see you catching fish all the time. We want to see somebody else catch fish. So I want to tell you guys, not only can you use this rod and reel for spider rigging, okay, it's counterbalanced just like all of my reels. I want you guys to see this. And also the reason why I designed it like this, because I want you to hold it here. When you hold it here, this rod is equal to 3 pair of household scissors. That's how light it is, okay? You don't want to hold here because you're holding the reel. The reel is ultra light as well, but you want to hold here. So you just carry just the reel, the rod, okay? That's my 10-footer. I also make it in a 9-footer, okay? And I want to tell you guys, you're going to see me use this also when I'm fishing vertical jigging for trees. Okay, when I'm vertical jigging right in those trees, those fallen timber, you're going to see that in the next couple of months. You'll see that. Okay, that's what I use this 9-footer for as well. Okay, and sometimes I grab the 10-footer. What's the difference between the 10-footer and the 9-footer? The 9-footer is white faded, carbon fiber faded to red. And the 10-footer is faded to blue. Okay, I'm running 6-pound monofilament, high vis, because I'm fishing in 6-7 feet of water and the fish are down there on the bottom staying cool. So therefore I use this high vis monofilament because I watch the line before I watch the tip of the pole, remember? Okay, I watch that line because that line, if you're fishing in 6.5 feet of water and they're down in 6-7 feet of water, they can't go down. They're either going to go left or right. That's why you watch the line. The line will give you better indication than anything. What? Kings are born to catch crappie. Let me see if I can show you guys this tee. Okay, kings are born to catch crappie. Cam's Crappie Hole. And also in the fall, I'll be using this when I'm trolling, okay, on my rod holder. I'll have the 2 9-footers and I'll have the rest 4, 5, 6 foot 6 in the middle, okay. This allows the 9-footer for this one to get way out. So guys, it's versatile. And let me tell you this rod is so durable, this may possibly be the last 9-foot or 10-foot rod that you buy. Okay, don't be intimidated by this. These things catch you major fish. You guys just sit back and watch me do it. Okay, just go to camscrappiehole.com and you can pick it up. And I also want to tell you this: if you got your favorite reel, that you like, but you need a rod, you just need the 9-foot rod or you need a 10-foot rod, go to Cam's Crappie Combos. That store is up and running. Both of them, guys, free shipping, anything above $35. Okay. That's what we were doing today. I want to cover the hooks. Let me tell you what I'm leaning towards now. You know, you kind of go in and out of something. Sometime, you know, a couple of months you're running this. Another time you're going to be running something else. You'll see it up there in the left-hand corner so you can get a better look at it. This is that Nasty Bend Minnow Hook. Dude, it was on fire. Look at the tip. Let me see if you guys can see the tip, how the tip, the point is barbed. So when it goes in, it's not coming out. I don't know if you guys will be able to see that. Look at that long shank. Okay, that ensures a good hook set. Look at that tip on there. Dude, that's wicked. 22 karat gold plated. We make these only at Cam's Crappie Hole. I sell them in a 20 pack and a 40 pack. We hand pack them. Okay, you guys can sit back in the comforts of your own home and you can watch me use them. Okay, that's the gold. The reason why I use the gold, sun's out, and it may add that little bit of flicker that catches the crappie eye, that gold. The sun may hit it. Okay, that's the gold Nasty Bend Minnow Hook. You guys can go right to Cam's Crappie Hole with a few clicks and you can pick that up without a problem. And listen, you don't even have to leave the comforts of your home. After you get finished cutting the grass, a couple of clicks, you're ready to go. Let me show you the other hook that I was using on the 10-footer. By the way, let me show you the color scheme on the 10-footer. You can see that it's white. This bad boy is long, faded to blue. You see that royal blue? Okay. On this pole, I was running the slow death hook. And remember, it comes in a 20 pack and it also comes in a 40 pack. Let me see if I can get it off the pole so long. Okay, here we go. Let me show it to you. And listen, it's deadly blood red, but I done caught so many fish off of it. All right, let me show it to you. Look at that shank. Look how it's crooked. You see that? Let me get that out. See that how it's crooked like that? It was dead. It was blood red, but I done caught so many fish off of it. Look at that point. Okay, these bad boys are crazy, crazy wicked. Let me get the hair off of me. There we go. Okay, I'm running 1/0. I always run 1/0. If you guys want a 2, we have it in a 2. We got the Nasty Bend Minnow Hook in a 2. But I run 1/0 because I'm catching 12, 13-inch crappie. Okay? And if you notice on the video, watch. I'm not concerned with that hook backing out and losing that fish at all. Okay? And also one thing before I get ready to close, before we get back, guys, I want you to remember, watch how I grab. That's why I extended this EVA grip another 2 inches so it makes it easy, more contact on your hand. Okay, I want you guys to notice that. So listen, before we get ready to get back to fishing, if you need anything, go to camscrappiehole.com, guys. Remember, I told you we have free shipping, and you got to remember, Afterpay is in camscrappiehole.com, but when you go over to Cam's Crappie Combos, we have Shop Pay. And if in fact that you may be in the market for a backpack tackle box, water resistant, this is my Cam's backpack tackle box, guys, it'll last you a lifetime. I've had this one now for 3 years. Okay, look, I got a spot on here for my needle nose pliers. Actually, I got 2 pair, and they come with trays. Let me see if I can show them to you. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see it, but hopefully you will be able to. Let me show you the trays. Okay, you guys are still running that Herman the Monster old school 1970 tackle box. Let me see if I can show you the trays. You see them? Okay, it's breathable. You can see the straps on the back, quick access pockets. We got everything in here, guys. I even put doggone a 6-pack of Coke in the top. So if you're in the market for a backpack tackle box, and I can even finance it for you without a problem. All right, so listen, let's get back to fishing. Thank you so much, guys, for coming out and seeing me, and let's get back to fishing. And remember, yank. Whoa, man, look at this, look at this, look at this. Man, dude, I'm sitting there doing all this, trying to get this fish off. Look at that hook. Notice how that hook ain't moving. Notice how the hook didn't come out. Look at this crappie. Guys, I just happened, listen, I gotta lower my voice too. I just happened to look down. Half of that 10-foot rod was in the water. Half of the rod was in the water. Unbelievable. That's what I tell you guys. Look, they're all the same size, 12-inch crappie. Man, we've only been in the hole probably 15 minutes. Look at that. I'm sitting there trying to get the basket together to put these rascals in there. Look at that. Man. Let me show you guys. Unbelievable. You guys, listen, you need to get the hot sauce ready. You need to get the hot sauce ready. We're on fire. Get the hot sauce and get the fries. Listen, I'll cut up the potatoes. I'll cut the potatoes up if you guys just get the hot sauce. All right, we got to have some home style fries, and you got to get that mustard, and you got to get the onions. Man, I'm sweating. We're going to be 95 degrees today. The water temperature right now, guys, is 82 degrees. Man, I got a junior size mess going on too, but we got it taken care of. Whoa, look at this, look at this. Oh, I missed him. Oh my goodness. Guys, I'm doing too much. You're doing too much, young blood. You're doing too much. When these rascals are like this, guys, you can pull back and just run 2 poles. I'm doing too much. Listen, let me tell you this again. These are minnows that I had in my fish tank from a previous fishing engagement. I've had them now for 6 days. 6 days, and they're down there wreaking havoc on these crappie. Let me get baited back up, and I'm going to turn the camera the opposite way so you guys won't have that sun in your eyes. All I'm doing, guys, let me say this. All I'm doing is going from one marker to the other. One marker to the other. Let one settle down a little bit. Catch a couple out of this one, go back to the other marker. This is simple fishing. Anybody can do this. If I can do this, guys, you can do it. Do not, let me tell you this, and I'm going to show you a little bit more on the cutaway. Do not be intimidated by spider rigging. Don't be intimidated by that. Think about it. When you're fishing from the bank, look at this, look at this, look at this. Yank! Come here, big boy. When you're fishing from the bank, you're running 3 or 4 poles, right? Man, got fish all on me. I'm hung on one of my markers. I can see it already. Let me see if I can get it on. There we go. Got it on. When you're fishing from the bank and you're posted up, you're running 3 or 4 poles as it is. This one right here now. Oh, and let me tell you this. They're 22 karat gold plated. They're 22 karat gold plated. When we do the cutaway, I'll show you a little bit more of it, okay? That's a 1/0 hook. Look at that long shank in there. There he is. Let's put him in the basket. That's an 11. Listen, I'm running 6-pound tests. I always run 6-pound tests. I run 6-pound high-vis monofilament. And I get a lot of you guys that ask me, Cam, what type of line you running? I always run that high-vis because I watch the line more than I watch the tip of the pole. Because that line will tell me before the pole does. Fish scales all down the bottom of the boat. Let me say this to you. Guys, with this little boat, I sneak up on crappie. This little 2-man boat, I sneak up on them. Okay? Now you got to remember, I'm fishing in 6-7 feet of water. And the water is super clear. I don't have the advantage of running muddy water. The water is super clear. So those 10-foot poles allow me to get further out there. And again, I want to tell you guys, my YAANNK sticks, I'm going to be vertical jigging with them in that tree, getting down there with those 1.5-inch jigs. I'm going to have that video coming out. I've already done it last year and the year before that. Okay? And when it comes to fall, I'm going to use these to troll. They're going to be on the left and the right-hand side, my 9-footers. Okay? I'm going to have my 6.6 in the front. So I use these poles a lot of ways. And a lot of you guys, when spring pre-spawn is finished, a lot of you guys pack your poles up and be like, that's the end of crappie fishing. No, it's not. Dude, I'm fishing year round. Sonar down there, old school sonar, I bought it 8-9 years ago off of an auction site, and it's accurate. I'm right here at this marker. Watch how accurate that it is. Guys, the lake that I fish on is 200 acres, okay, right at 200. For the sake of conversation, I just say 200. Look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. Look at that, I must have got my minnow. And let me say this, watch right there, when you guys see me, watch how I extended the EVA grip, the forehandle. Because I grabbed that forehandle, I give you a lot of room on that soft to the touch EVA grip. I saw him, I took too long. Let me see my minnow stick, you got me. Look at this right here. You got me right here. Let me see. They're nibbling at it. They're nibbling at it. Let's take this one back up while we got the time. Look, look. Yank! There he is. There he is, guys. Come on out here, big boy. Look, look. Yank! Right at that marker. Look at that. Right at the marker. Guys, these are summertime patterns. These are summertime crappie. Let me see if I can get this rascal in here. These are summertime. Listen, this is a great way to end this segment, guys. Guys, I am on fire. And we're catching crappie left and right. You guys have seen it. I don't need to show no more. Look at this. That's that Nasty Bend hook. My 9 and 10 foot yank stick. Those are my split shots. Guys, listen, y'all know me. I've been doing this for a while now. I'm not brand new to this. Make sure you share it with all your friends. Look at this. Look at this. Yank! Look at this. Look at this. Listen. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. Thanks for taking time out of your day. Look, I got 3 in the boat at the same time. This is your boy Cam. Listen, until next time, guys, keep those hooks wet, keep those lines tight, and we'll see you on the next turn. Unbelievable. Don't forget to bring the hot sauce, guys. We got to have some home style fries, too.